Thank you for joining me for the second episode. My name is Rachel Mwangi and welcome to Enough. So I'm not an expert when it comes to the topic that I'll discuss today. However, this is my opinion based on the world that I live in and based on my friends and just the people that surround me and the feedback that I've gotten. I hope you enjoy. So today, last week we spoke about self-awareness. So today I want to speak about relationships. When I say relationship, it cuts across office relationships, personal relationships, friendships, just any form of relationship you can think of. And relationships play a really big role in whether we feel enough about ourselves or we are in doubts about ourselves every single day. So for you to be enough with yourself, you need to really watch out on your relationships, because we are told we are the people who are around us. So I'll take you through like 5 steps or 5 things on how to just build, maintain, and just work on your relationships as you move along, and how they have an impact in your life as a person and how they make you feel enough or not enough. So one is learn to listen to understand, because most of the time when we are in relationships, of any form of relationships, we tend to listen a lot to people just to respond, but not to understand what exactly they are saying. So understanding what people are saying or what they're trying to tell you is really important, because it solves so many things in life. It just makes life much easier when you get to understand people, their views, their perspectives, their needs, their wants. And so many people have different ways of just communicating what they want you to understand. So you just pay attention to what the other person is telling you and understand what they want to, the message they want to convey. Second thing is manage technology. You see, with relationships, we live now in a society where technology has taken over. So we no longer have one-on-ones interaction. We now have gadget to gadget or people to gadget to people. I mean, yeah, so it's that sort of makes so many people feel the pressure or the anxiety to want to feel a certain way, but forgetting that a lot of people hide behind the lens, and it's not fair for you to take whatever is communicated via phone on a heavy note. So taking care of technology and managing them and ensuring that they don't take a really huge part of who you are, that's another way of keeping people close to you and understanding the people that are around you, because you don't want to find yourself in a situation where, if it's in the office, you work with someone for 5-6 years, but you never get to know what do they like, what makes them happy, what doesn't make them happy. It doesn't have to be in-depth, but just knowing a little thing about someone who is next to you, someone who you care about, is important. But allowing technology to come in between, that's where you find communication breakdown, people fighting all the time, just because they allow the phone or the electronic gadgets to just take charge of their lives. So the third thing that I think is really important when it comes to relationships is you need to communicate what you want. You see, most of the times we assume people are robots and they know exactly what you want, especially for us women, but it's important to actually take some time and just be clear on what you want the other person to know about you, because we are not aliens, we can't sit and assume that everybody knows exactly what you want them to do or what message you want them to convey. So communicating what you really want from the other person, your expectations, your dislikes, your likes, your wants, again, it helps you also set the pace, set the standard, and just gives you that ample space to just communicate with people well, be free with people, because again, you already set your own regulations. From the word go, you have your limits, this is how far this friendship goes, this relationship goes. So again, learning how to say what you want exactly is another good way of just feeling enough, because the minute people are aware of what you what you want, how you want to be treated, how you want to feel when you're around them, then they act accordingly. So the fourth thing that I think is really, really important when it comes to relationships is being a giver. You see, we, as human beings, it's human nature to always want to receive. But then there comes a time when you need to also know that when you're dealing with human beings, you need to give a lot, sometimes without expecting anything in return. Because my policy in life is give it 100%. If it works out, fine. If it doesn't work out, you have nothing to lose. Because at the end of the day, how you treat people or the energy you give to people does not reflect anything about them, but it reflects about you. So if you give 100% of joy, then that means you're a joyful person. So why not give 100%? If it works out for you, good. If it doesn't, it's never that serious. You can always just move on to another friendship or relationship. So for me, the last thing is be firm with who you are. If there's no value in a relationship, in a friendship, walk away. It's never that serious. It's not hard. I mean, you'd rather just leave than stay there in a toxic relationship, that makes you feel so bad about yourself, and you end up questioning are you good enough, questioning whether you are appropriate, whether you are pretty enough, you're handsome enough, you are good enough, you are capable. I mean, you should never ever put yourself in a situation where the people around you make you feel like you're not enough. You're not enough. I know, right? Enough, you need to feel enough in all levels. But who has the power to make you feel enough? It's yourself. So just know that your relationships are really, really important in how you feel and whether you'll be enough a second after, today, tomorrow, next year, but it all lies with you. So working on your relationship, and remember the 5 things you need to look out for, I think are important. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time.